For the first question, hierarchy and function of courts in Malaysia. Hierarchy is a system that members of an organization or society are ranked according to relative status or authority. The power and responsibilities keep decreasing as we move down the hierarchy pyramid. The court system are built in hierarchy system to facilitate the hearing of cases and any appeal against them. For the hierarchy pyramid, first court is the Federal Court, Court of Appeal, High Court in Malaya, Sabah Sarawak High Court, Session Court, Magistrate Courts and Courts for Children. For the function of magistrate courts, they only hears for minor civil and criminal cases. They are divided into two-class magistrates, first-class magistrates and second-class magistrates. For the first-class magistrates, in Section 85, a first-class magistrate can hear cases where the offences are punishable with a maximum term of imprisonment not exceeding 10 years and or fine. As for sentencing them, these magistrates can sentence them up to 5 years in prison and 10,000 ringgit fine and or 12 strokes of the whip.
We move to the next function, Courts for Children. Courts for Children are court constituted in accordance with the Child Act 2001 and sitting for the purpose of hearing, determining or disposing of any charge against a child, exercising any other jurisdiction conferred or to be conferred on courts for children by or under the Child Act 2001 and by any other written law. Next is Sessions Court. This court hears all the issues that claim crosses 25,000 ringgit Malaysia. It also hears matters related such as landlord and tenant distress and vehicle accidents, except matters of death penalty. Next is High Court. High Court has general revisionary and supervisory jurisdiction all over subordinate courts and hear appeals related to criminal and civil case from subordinate courts. The High Courts have right to hear case concerning all the criminal matter. Other than that, High Court may hear custody of children, legitimacy of person, bankruptcy, and matters that related business or companies. Next is Court of Appeal. This court hear all civil appeals against the verdict of the High Court and the criminal appeals of the High Court. Federal Court. Federal Court is the highest court in Malaysia and it's responsible for hearing appeals of civil decision of the Court of Appeal where the Federal Court give the permission.
Next point is function of Syariah Court in Malaysia. First function is discuss and decide any criminal offence committed by Muslim for civil and religious offences within the jurisdiction provide for it. Second function is listen and decide all action and processes in the case of non-criminal case as provide for in the enactment. Third, listen to and decide on an appeal against a decision, whether it involves liberation, conviction or punishment. Fourth, implement the Islamic administration by adhering to the Quran and the Sunnah to ensure the well-being of Muslims.
Additional Court. Penghulu Court, the lowest level of subordinate court in Peninsular Malaysia. Penghulu or headmen are responsible in the court by the state government for al-Mukim. These courts are empowered to hear and determine original proceeding of a civil nature in which the plaintiff seeker to recover a debt or liquidated demand in money not exceeding 15 ringgit, in which all the parties to the proceeding are persons of an Asian race speaking and understanding Malay language. penghulu kuasa are specifically enumerated and which can be adequately punished by a fine not exceeding 25 ringgit. Okay, next, native courts. Only peculiar in Sabah and Sarawak and empowered to try civil and criminal matters. Cases arising from breach of native law or custom involving land where there is no title issued by the land office, in which all the parties are subject to the same native system of a personal law. Civil cases excluding land where the value of the subject matter does not exceed 15 ringgit and all parties are subject to the same native system of personal law.
So the first question is, which court should Alex be charged and tried? Alright, first of all, we need to know that rape is a serious crime according to Malaysian Penal Code and could be punished for imprisonment extend to 30 years based on latest amendment that was made in 2014. According to section 375, rape can be described as unlawful sexual intercourse between a man and a woman without latter's consent or against the will. Alright, next question. Will my discussion will be different if both of them are Muslims? Yes, of course. My discussion definitely will be different. Sharia court and juvenile court have rights to hear both of the cases. First of all, in Sharia, children are those who haven't reached their puberty. So children can be categorized into categories in Sharia. So the mumayyiz and non-mumayyiz. So what is meant by mumayyiz? Mumayyiz is when the children have reached the age that they can differentiate between good and bad things.